Let's talk about Campy Creatures. This is a game that was introduced to me pretty recently, and it is definitely going to be a staple during the October and Halloween season. Campy Creatures is sort of a trick-taking game. I wouldn't say that. Honestly, I already regret it. It's not really. It's just like a card play game, I guess. I don't know. What even is this game? Just comment down below or something, but tell me what this is. But basically, I guess bidding, right? It's bidding. It's like a bidding game. Anyways, I should really talk about the game. So this is where you're gonna have a hand of cards, and everybody's gonna have the same hand of cards. These cards are going to have a value, they're gonna have a special ability, and they're all going to be unique special abilities that are very cool. And essentially what you're gonna do is you're all gonna be playing a card face up, simultaneously flipping them over, and all of these activated abilities are going to happen, and some crazy stuff's going to ensue. The first thing you're going to be trying to figure out is who played the highest value. Now that's after all of these kind of certain, things come to place, like there might be some strength or power increases, all of that jazz. But you're trying to figure out who played the strongest card, because they're going to actually get an endgame scoring tile or an ongoing scoring tile. And that's going to be one of the scenes that's going to be face up in the game. There's also another row, which are called victims. And basically it's just a ton of different people that score differently. And there's actually two ways they can score depending on which tile you chose at the start of the game. But essentially, if you collect all these teenagers, for every teenager that you get, you're going to get an incremental increase of score. Or the scientists, if you get two of them, you're going to get a lot of points. If you only have one, they're worth really nothing. There's a lot of cool things. There's a suit where if you have the least of it, you're going to get negative points. But if you have the most of it, you're going to get plus a certain amount of points. Okay, so if you're the highest value card played, you're going to get first pick of those kind of victim cards. The other players from, highest to lowest are then going to draft those victim cards. They don't get that end game scoring tile. You have to be the highest and the first player for that. But all these abilities are crazy. So, for example, the swamp creature. So the swamp creature only has a 2 strength, but you get a 2 strength token when you play it, and then on the next time you play a card, you're going to add that 2 strength to whatever card you played. The vampire is always going to negate the ability of the monster to their left, which is awesome because that means that if I had just played the swamp creature, now I don't get that +2 token and it's only a 2, which sucks. Or the invisible man, who instead of being able to draft from the kind of, or actually they're called mortals. Instead of being able to draft from the victims, instead of being able to draft from the open mortals, you can actually draw a mortal from the top of the deck and look at it and keep it face down in front of you so the other players don't know what you got. You're going to continue playing these cards. You're going to be playing a series of 3 rounds of this, and then you're going to be calculating points. Whoever wins. One of the reasons why I love this game is that you know what other people have in their hand. You know what they could possibly do, but do you know what they're going to do? And that's pretty much the game. And it is so much fun to kind of build this meta with your friends where you're like, I know that they think that I'm going to play the Frankenstein monster right now. And so they're going to put the vampire. And so that way I can't have any strength. And it's so much fun to second guess, triple guess. It's fantastic. This game is so clean. The artwork is so dang good. It is the perfect game to bring out during this spooky season.
Now, this is a game about playing scientists using these universal monsters to capture these mortals, but what if these monsters were actually gardeners and confectioners? Well, if that sounds more interesting to you, definitely check out my video above about Dreadful Meadows.